Coming up on Fulton Today, last-minute details from election officials as early voting for the November general and special election starts next week.
Election officials ensure voters are armed with the information they need to know before heading to the polls. I'm Brian Robinson, and I'll have more on that story coming up.
And law enforcement officials welcome in some fresh faces to their respective departments. That and much more starts right now on Fulton Today. Welcome to Fulton Today, everybody. I'm Shania Chavis-Rucker. Fulton County election officials are double-checking and reviewing all election-related matters to ensure a smooth start to early voting next week. FGTV's Brian Robinson has the story.
With 22 polling locations and a weekend voting option, election officials are covering all the bases to prepare voters before they head to the polls. Fulton's voter education team are out during these final days before early voting, making sure that all residents have the information they need before heading to the polls. A chairman, a commissioner, mayors, council seats, and district seats. Those positions will be in the hands of the voters when early voting for the special and general election begins October 16th and ends November 3rd. During that period, 22 polling locations will be open from 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. As an added bonus, votes can be cast at all locations on Saturday, October 28th from 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Sunday, October 29th from noon until 5.
The benefits of early voting is you don't have to wait in line. That is like the key thing. And you have the pleasure and the leisure of going to 22 locations to vote and make your vote count early.
In the special election, there are 3 candidates vying to be the county's first new chairman in 10 years. 6 candidates are seeking to become the next District 4 commissioner, left vacated by the passing of Commissioner Joan P. Gardner. In the general election, voters in Atlanta and the county's 15 other cities will decide mayor races, council seats, and district seats, in addition to Atlanta school board seats.
The importance of voting is, as a citizen, you have a voice within your community that you are in agreement with the person that you're voting for and that they're going to actually represent you and they're going to hear your voice. That's why it's important for you to come out and vote. Many times you think that your voice doesn't count or your vote doesn't count, but it does count. So come on out to the polls November 7th and make your vote and your voice be heard on the best candidate that fits your needs.
With so many early voting options and availability, registration and election officials are encouraging everyone to get out and vote. Once again, to see a full list of all the early voting locations, as well as a list of candidates and what you need to have in hand before you walk out the door, you can log on to FultonElections.com. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Brian Robinson.
Thank you very much, Brian. Now an update on your 2017 tax bill. The Fulton County Tax Commissioner has advised county leaders that the bills will likely be in the mail by October 31st. Now, as you may recall, Fulton County residents expressed deep concerns about their initial 2017 tax assessment notices. Commissioners directed the Board of Assessors to use the 2016 assessment levels for this year's values. As a result of issuing new notices, the entire tax billing process has been delayed. The tax commissioner says he will announce when the bills are in the mail. One of Fulton's top public safety officials is now a part of a group of elite law enforcement professionals. Colonel Mark Adger of the Fulton County Sheriff's Office graduated from the FBI National Academy program at Quantico, Virginia. He was one of 224 officers from 48 states who are all now members of the 269th class of the National Academy.
I think one of the prime benefits of having attended the FBI National Academy is that I'm able to bring resources that are available through the federal government, namely the FBI, to bear on local jurisdictional issues, especially those here at the Fulton County Jail.
Prior to graduation, Colonel Adger took part in a strenuous 10-week course that only a select number of public safety executives are granted admission to the prestigious program.
Completing the FBI National Academy is the pinnacle of law enforcement executive training. It's the top 1% of all law enforcement executives that get a chance to do this training, and to complete it and graduate is a privilege and an honor.
Colonel Mark Adger began his career with the Fulton County Sheriff's Office in 1986. Since that time, he has served as Senior Instructor Trainer, SWAT Team Commander, and Sheriff's Office Training Unit Commander. He is currently the Chief Jailer at the Fulton County Jail. Law enforcement from a number of agencies now have some fresh faces to add to the force. FGTV's Felicia Church has the story.
It was all smiles and tears of joy inside the Fulton County Public Safety Training Center as family and friends watched loved ones graduate basic law enforcement class. Held 4 times a year, the graduation for basic law enforcement caps an 11-week, 400-hour training regimen. Since the training center is a regional facility, agencies such as Union City, East Point, College Park, and the City of Atlanta, as well as the Fulton County Sheriff's Office and the Fulton County Police Department, all benefit from the training the graduates received. From range shooting to emergency vehicle operations to academics in the classroom, it's vital training that helps the cadets make the transition from citizen to officer.
Their training they receive here is crucial to how they're going to perform when they hit the streets. So if they don't have the proper training, which we offer here, they might go out and they might not know firsthand what to do in a sticky situation or an emergency.
Though each cadet found different aspects of training to be challenging, it was an experience they will carry with them into the field.
Well, some of the hardest parts are the range training as well as the EVOC training, and I think the reason that they're difficult is because of the stress factor involved.
The toughest part, I guess, is just wrapping yourself, understanding all the different laws, legal aspects, because there's so much thrown at you. So just being able to process everything that you've learned.
The hardest part was probably trying to get 24 other individuals to become one in 11 weeks. It's hard. When you go in, you don't really know what to expect. You have so many different personalities and people in general. It's hard, and sometimes it doesn't happen that we come together, but thankfully we were. It took us some time, but we were able to come together, and that was definitely the hardest part.
With police-related stories making the headlines for all the wrong reasons in recent years, the 25 new law enforcement officers received some valuable advice from a guy who's been at it for 30 years.
And instead of looking at ourselves like warriors, it's time to look at ourselves like guardians. We are here to protect people from evil, but sometimes protect them from themselves.
Now that their training is complete, the graduates know what challenges are ahead.
Even as law enforcement, you have the responsibility to fulfill the law, but also you have the responsibility to treat people as human and as individuals.
Reporting for FGTV, I'm Felicia Church.
Thank you very much, Felicia. Good news to share about the kitchen at the county jail. Staff members have once again earned high grades. Chief Tina Corn Nalampoon and his team at the Fulton County Jail received perfect and near perfect scores on the latest inspections of the kitchen and officers' dining room.
We care about our facility. We pretty much work here 24/7, and the place got to be clean. That's a part of the food service.
In the unannounced health inspection, inspectors from the Department of Health and Wellness examined areas of the jail just as they would restaurants across the state. The jail's kitchen received a perfect 100 score, and the officers' dining hall scored a 99.
The partnership that Aramark and Fulton County have is very close. We're very close, and we're here to just have one common goal, and that goal is to make sure that we prepare meals, nourished meals for the inmates and the officers each day.
Though 2017 totals have not been tallied yet, last year inmates were served nearly 2 million hot meals and nearly 1 million cold sandwiches. Sheriff Ted Jackson credits jail staff with maintaining a clean kitchen that surpasses industry standards. Congratulations. And still to come, county officials join the city of Atlanta for another Beltline celebration. We'll explain next in our district by district coverage. Fulton's vice chair gets in on the conversation about Aerotropolis Atlanta, and Fulton leaders also celebrate the newest addition to the Beltline. Here's this week's District by District coverage. We begin with Vice Chairman Bob Ellis as he represents Fulton County at the Aerotropolis Alliance Brokers meeting in Hapeville. The interim chairman joined Clayton County's Commission Chairman Jeffrey Turner. This Aerotropolis Atlanta Alliance is a group of varied stakeholders who are working jointly to leverage the airport's role as an economic powerhouse.
I'm just excited to really kind of showcase this opportunity within Fulton County for the real estate community to come in and invest to continue to grow Fulton County in a very positive way.
Well, it's important to have Fulton County and Clayton County as partners because they're part of the Aerotropolis. And with their support, they allow the development community to see that they're open for business and they're open for new development and revitalization.
The goal of Aerotropolis Atlanta is to transform the airport vicinity into a world-class Aerotropolis by stimulating investment and strengthening public coordination for the benefit of all Aerotropolis Atlanta stakeholders. You can get more information by visiting their website. District 3 Commissioner Lee Morris joins the celebration for the new West Side Trail. Along with Atlanta Mayor Kasim Reed and several other business and community leaders, the Atlanta Beltline Inc. and the Atlanta Beltline Partnership officially cut the ribbon. The West Side Trail will be the first trail to be completed in the Atlanta Beltline corridor since the East Side Trail, and the longest trail the Transportation and Redevelopment Project has opened to date.
The whole concept of the Beltline, of course, is that we're all going to be connected. And so the opening of this West Side Trail is as important to my district as it is to any place else in the city and the county.
The Beltline will connect 45 neighborhoods. To date, through our partnerships, we've invested $400 million in public funds that have leveraged $3.8 billion in the private sector investment. So the Beltline is definitely a success. What we have to do is focus on equity, fairness, and equity all of the time.
The new Beltline CEO thanked all of the public, nonprofit, and private sector partners.
Without you, this would not be possible. And in fact, the Beltline would not be possible. And I think that's what makes this project so special. It's so large and it's so complex that it requires unprecedented levels of public-private support and philanthropical support.
The new 14-foot wide multi-use trail features 14 access points, 11 of which are ADA accessible, and greenway space. Congressman John Lewis was also on hand to mark the occasion. Seniors at the Darnell Senior Multipurpose Facility host their annual Artist Walk. Guests and friends experience the artistry of seniors during the annual two-day exhibit. The seniors hosted a reception to officially kick off the opening of the exhibit. The display included works of painting, acrylic, oils, fiber art, ceramics, pottery, paper crafts, decorative arts, jewelry, sewing, quilting, and so much more. The seniors created all of their own work during classes at the county's senior centers.
Since I've been here, these teachers are great, and whatever you have in you, they tend to bring it out of you. So it's good. It's good. I love it.
I like it because it comforts me. I get satisfaction, especially since I live, alone, and it do the artwork to keep me company.
The theme of the 2017 annual Artist Walk exhibit, Kaleidoscope 2. Now you can catch more of your commissioners at work all this week with the rebroadcast of the Board of Commissioners meeting right here on FGTV. And when we come back, let the pink celebrations begin. We'll introduce you to one breast cancer survivor who is trying to save more lives. Stay with us, everyone. Fulton County salutes the breast cancer survivors in its workforce, and one survivor makes sure that other employees get information about early detection during this Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Here's FGTV's Priscilla Ortega.
Come on, Miss Lexi.
At first glance, one may never know that this Fulton County employee has seen some tough days.
I am a stage 4 breast cancer survivor.
It's because Ruth Flowers, known to her friends as Stevie, feels like her breast cancer diagnosis years ago not only saved her life, but now helps to save the lives of others.
And there are lots of new treatments and discoveries in the breast cancer arena in terms of treatments. So today is a good day to have breast cancer if you happen to have it.
This Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Stevie is kind of like the team leader for the Department of Parks and Recreation when it comes to showing support of other survivors and when it comes to encouraging other women to get tested. Fulton is in the middle of its pink competition, where departments decorate their offices and facilities to bring awareness to the real facts about breast cancer.
Breast cancer is the #1 diagnosed cancer among women in the state of Georgia. Within the United States, it is estimated that over 250,000 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in the year 2017, and approximately 40,000 will actually die from the disease.
Fulton's Board of Health offers the breast and cervical cancer program for county residents who are uninsured and underinsured. The state and federally funded program provides mammograms and diagnostic screenings for patients. While these programs are offered every month of the year, October is special for Stevie and a number of other Fulton employees who call themselves survivors.
But every day you walk in your blessing. If you've been allowed or God has blessed you to survive breast cancer, which is no joke, then you are grateful. At least I'm grateful for every single day that I'm here. No matter I'm having a good day or a bad day, attitude is everything. So just think positive.
Reporting for FGTV, I'm Priscilla Ortega.
Thank you very much, Priscilla. Meanwhile, a program designed to help women, infants, and children turns its attention to helping dads. Fathers receive valuable information for everything from health services to financial resources at the event called the Daddy Cafe.
The Daddy Cafe's overall goal is to provide a social circle for fathers to be able to come out and engage with each other, engage with resources, become better equipped with things that they may need to be a successful father, and also get some partnerships with other fathers in the community and start changing the dynamics of some things in the community.
Held at the Oak Hill Family Center, the dads heard about stress management and got advice from organizations just for fathers.
There's value in hearing the voice of the father. So one of the things that we do is whether the father's with the mother, the father's not with the mother, we recognize the value and the importance of co-parenting. And so we do think that the value in anything that goes on with the child is having the father involved in the life of the child in every aspect of it.
The Daddy Cafe was presented by the Fulton County WIC program and its AmeriGroup health partner. You can get more information about both of the services by calling 404-612-6748. Seniors wanting information about housing rehabilitation and tax exemptions get just the help they need. Fulton's Department of Community Development, in collaboration with the Department of Senior Services, conducted an information session on both topics at the Benson Senior Multipurpose Facility. The county wanted to give the seniors the facts about the programs available just for their age bracket.
They do not know about the magic ages regarding 62, 65, and 70 in terms of property tax exemptions that they may be eligible for.
Seniors heard about the refinance program that is available for them if they are current on their mortgage and have an interest rate higher than 6.5%. If you would like some of that same information, just call 404-612-3024. And when Fulton Today returns, children learn the important lesson of loving themselves. We'll explain. A group of Fulton County children are taught one important lesson. This is the first day of story time for this school year at the Dogwood Library. Each story time revolves around a theme, and theme for this day was I Like Me.
We talked about the importance of loving ourselves and understanding that we are all special.
Library officials say story time is good for children because the earlier they are introduced to literature, the better off they will be.
The goal is to make children lifelong learners of books, and you can read books to them, but at some point they will start reading books to you.
Storytime is not the only program the Dogwood Library offers. There are many, including a program that allows adults to act like kids. It's the Adult Coloring Club, where participants can relax and relieve stress on Thursdays between 12 and 2. Now, for more information on all the programs at Dogwood, just call 404-792-4961. And finally, just in time for Halloween, a spooktacular fall festival at Welcome All Park. The Fulton County Department of Parks and Recreation is holding its first ever annual Family Fun Day at Welcome All Park. It's going to be on Friday, October 27th, starting at 6 p.m.
We invite everyone to come out. No matter what age you are, it's going to be a fun time. We're excited, and so we want everybody to come and join us. It doesn't matter who you are, what age you are, come out, be with us for our first annual Fall Festival.
The family-friendly event will feature free food, candy, and face painting, as well as a video game truck. And as an added bonus, there will be a Halloween costume contest for both children and adults. Best of all, the festival is free.
Events like this help to strengthen the bonds in our community, brings us together and allows us to share and fellowship one with another, and it helps to strengthen the community overall, so that when we come to those challenging times, those times that we spent doing these things help to strengthen us and get us through whatever we need to deal with. And so we look for opportunities like this to host events at our facilities that help to build those bonds between us as community members, and this is another good example of that.
Welcome All Park is located at 4255 Willie Road in College Park. If you need additional information, you can call 404-612-9216. And before we go, our reminder that we'd like to connect with you online. You can watch a replay of this show and any other FGTV program anytime on our YouTube channel. And be sure to follow FGTV on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for up-to-date Fulton County news. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. I'm Shania Chavis. Thank you so much for watching. Join us each week for news around and about Fulton County.